All right, good morning. Welcome to your morning mental workout. We're going to go ahead and start with 3 deep breaths. You're going to inhale and then exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale, and you will be at peace. I'll count you in 3, 2, 1. Let's get this neural party started. 3, 2, 1. Good morning, Daisy. You were born with an untrained brain. It seeks safety, comfort, and survival. You don't have to die that way. You can do the neurological work every single day and strengthen your brain. And you will stop seeking safety, comfort, and survival on the daily basis. Starts on Instagram, level 1, 7-day free trial of Neuro Rep, 60 seconds at a time. And then you come over here on YouTube and you do the neurological work. Good morning, Regina. And you elevate from levels 2, 3, and 4. And at that point, you will have had 307 consecutive or more days, depending on if you need to restart or not, and you will reach level 5, where you will access excellence and focus on sharpening your amazing brain. Good morning, Jared. Every single day, so that you can be a bad mofo. It's as simple as that. Now, finally, because I kept trying to have this topic on TikTok, I switched it to the morning mental workout because I said, I know that I will do this over here. Oh no, where the hell? Oh my goodness. Y'all, are you kidding me? I deleted it. Damn it! How I do that to myself? Okay, so no graphic today. Fuck. Why did I delete that? Because I was sleepy. Okay. When we not gonna have that graphic? Damn it. I can't believe that. Okay. It was a cool graphic. We just gonna have me. Let me see what I can put in here in its place. Damn it. I deleted all those graphics. We just gonna have to have this one. Yeah. Okay, it was a cool graphic with a bunch of stop signs. Thank you, Jared. You just gonna have to look at me in this background. I was deleting things on my phone to make room for one of the TikTok lives because now they're over an hour, so it takes up all the space in my phone. Today's topic, anyway, is that you are your biggest stop sign. You are your biggest stop sign. You're your biggest stop sign. Now, I am the amazing Dr. Donna Thomas-Rodgers, daughter of Leslie Darnell Thomas, granddaughter of Arthur Jethro Evelyn, and great-granddaughter of Levi Thomas. This is your morning mental workout live, sponsored by the Elements H2O. When I say drink water, you will drink water because this is a brain workout. The brain is anywhere from 70 to 85% water, depending on who you talk to. So for the first one, let's go ahead and get our first drink water in for the day. Drink water. Okay. So this was originally a TikTok live. I wanted those people at level 0 to have the information, but I keep being led in a different direction over there. So we're going to get it over here because it needs to be done. So you don't need more time. You need fewer stop signs. You don't need more time. You actually need fewer stop signs. Most people are not failing because they lack intelligence, resources, or opportunities. They are failing because their brain has been trained to pause, delay, and stop itself. That is what is actually happening. And Jared, you mentioned that. You get to something that's hard, and then you stop, you quit, and then you go back to the lazy boy. So that's what's happening. You have an automatic shutoff, a stop valve, an emergency stop, even though it might not be an emergency. Now, why would that be happening? Good morning, Lacey. Why would that be happening? Well, here's the neuroscience breakdown. The anterior cingulate cortex, again, that's that friction monitor. That's the conflict detector. And so the ACC scans for the following. Should I do this or not? Should I do this or not? And what I am finding, the more I talk to and observe people, is people pick the or not when it's hard. They pick the or not. So I had almost 140 people, new followers on TikTok. 4 people contacted me and 3 people started daily Neuro Reps. The other ones opted for the or not. Now, why would they do that? Why would they know that their brain can be high functioning, know that they can have a better existence, and not be able to take 1 minute a day out of 61,200 seconds, 60 seconds, over the course of 7 days? Because you have 119 hours in a 17-hour day week. So you have 119 hours, and it's 7 minutes. 7 minutes. So what is happening? People are saying, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And when it's overactive, it creates friction before action. Someone asked me that did contact me from TikTok yesterday, well, what happens after level 1? Why? Because the brain wants predictability. So I said, well, this person ain't going to make it. I said level 2. And 6 months ago, I would have explained to them the whole process and everything else. And I'm saying, you go do dumb shit all the time and you never ask the pharaohs. You never ask them, well, what's going to happen after I buy this? You already know what's going to happen. You're going to get your release of dopamine, and then you're not going to use it, or you're going to wear it for a little bit. You're going to put it to the side. They're going to go off, come back and sell you some more shit 6 months, a year from now. And that's the exchange. Good morning. But what's going to happen after level 1? Level 2, you don't play the game and say what's going to happen after level 1. You just go ahead and go to level 2 and see what happens. So it's interesting. So this is where hesitation is born. Hesitation is born in the ACC. Should I do this or not? At conception. So then the orbitofrontal cortex takes over, and that's the risk and reward calculator. Is it worth it? Are Neuro Reps worth it? Thank you, Lola. Are Neuro Reps worth it? That's what they want to know from me. And my answer to you is, I don't know if it's worth it for you. Only you can determine if you knowing how your brain functions so you can be high functioning is worth it to you. I'm not going to sell you that it's worth it to you. It's worth it for me. That's why I do it. That's why I created it. You got to make that decision if it's worth it. But what you're really saying is, am I going to get some dopamine from this? How much do I have to do to get my dopamine? That's what you're actually asking. At what point in this process am I going to get my phase of dopamine? Am I going to get it? That's why they tell you with that new stupid ass app, I haven't seen ads for it, for people over 50, you're going to see results in 3 days. That's what they've pitched you. So you're accustomed to saying in 30 days, they got the new Tai Chi for people over 50. In 30 days, this is what your body going to look like. No, it's not. 30 days, your body only going to look like that if you change your fucking diet. You keep eating everything you eat, you can do an hour's worth of Tai Chi. You still going to be a fatty. Okay? That's the part that you're not paying attention to. And do this. Tai Chi works in combination with a bunch of other shit. But they want to know. That's why they're asking me. How long does it take? The rest of your life? You only have to stop doing Neuro Reps when you don't have a brain anymore. At that point, it's useless. You understand? I don't have car insurance because I don't have a fucking car. So I don't need car insurance. So when you don't have a brain anymore, then you don't have to do Neuro Reps. That's how long you're going to be doing it. How long you've been comfortable in your life? You never asked anybody how long is you going to be comfortable. You didn't ask. You go to the doctor with your new spare tire, more of you to love, and you don't say, doctor, how long I'm going to be fat? You don't give a fuck. You just keep eating. You ain't never asked yourself, how long are you going to keep eating these honey buns? How long you going to keep eating these red velvet cupcakes? Daisy, for you, how long you going to keep eating street food? You don't say that. You say, give me, put some extra onions on that. I think I'm going to eat 2. I'm going to eat 6 red velvet cupcakes today. You're not asking because you just want to know when you're getting your dopamine. So the orbitofrontal cortex says, is it worth it? And it overestimates effort, discomfort, and possible failure. Because you're going to be met with failure over here with me. I'm going to make sure of it because I trained privates for 13 months. So I know how to find your failure, crying, breaking point. I'm really good at that. I'm really good at it. But I'm also good at saying when you overcome this obstacle, because remove obstacles is one of the 74 principles of real leadership, you will be bigger, better, badder, bolder, and neurologically stronger. So you show the weak points. That's what the art of war says. Exploit the weak points. So you got to find out where your weaknesses are. Leverage your strengths and understand your weaknesses is one of the 74 principles of real leadership, because without that, you ain't getting to best if you don't know what gets you at your worst. How you gonna know? You got to take care of that shit too. Red velvet cupcakes was a weakness for me. That's why I don't eat them no more. I'm not gonna be just this sugar keep calling me and calling me. This added sugar is stopping me from what I need to do 2 levels up. So yeah, you don't want to be discomforted, but you actually are. You walking around with love handles galore. You walking around with all that extra weight, talking about it ain't that bad. It ain't that good either. It ain't that good. You struggling to get through the parking lot of anywhere. And you get the flight of stairs, and you get accustomed to not being able to breathe completely. That is just absurd. And so this becomes your mental stop sign, the orbital frontal cortex. That's so the ACC got you hezzy, to quote Jared, and in the orbital frontal cortex say, how much effort is this going to take? Is this worth it? So you saying I got to name my brain? Nah, I'm good. Okay, you're not, but roger that. And then the subgenual ACC is the emotional weight. That's why we take 1 minute of peace pause every day to get that bad boy to neuro peace, neutrality. So it assigns emotional heaviness to task. It says, small task, this feels like a lot. 60 seconds in a 61,200 second day, that just feels like a lot. You asking me to do a lot in a minute. A whole minute. You ain't got nothing around 15 seconds. It's a whole minute. Yeah. And this is why simple things feel overwhelming. Simple things. 60 seconds. You'll be sitting at a traffic light for more than 60 seconds, hit it at the wrong time of day. But it feels overwhelming because what it feels like is that's going to take me too long to get my dopamine release. Jared also knows as pot handles. There you go. Love handles and pot handles. So you want your dopamine. You want your dopamine. That's what you're asking. When do that song, when we gonna get to the good part? You just want to know when we gonna get to the dopamine. Get down with the dopamine. That's it. How long is it gonna take me before I get my dopamine? That's it. For the people who are commenting, if you are not a member, you do not have the right to comment. And before you start talking some dumb shit about this is free fucking internet and all of that, save your neurological thumbs and your breath. Because over here, if you want to comment, you can do a general membership. That's what you could do. I'm not actually talking to you because you're not part of this. You can listen and be quiet. They want it in 3 to 5 seconds. Exactly. So if you'd like to engage, you can go ahead. If you got something to say, you can go ahead and pay. I know she didn't say, if you got something to say, you can go ahead and pay. Yes, the fuck I did. Because you don't speak real leadership. So you can listen and you can be quiet, but you cannot communicate. Watch somebody say some dumb shit. I can say whatever the fuck I want. And I can unlist my channel to you too. I ain't paying. See, didn't I tell y'all motherfucker dumbass was gonna say some dumb shit? Didn't I tell y'all that? They as predictable as the sun in fucking Las Vegas. So anyway, as I was saying before, we were rudely interrupted by a looky-loo that thought they was gonna say some shit to me and not be held accountable for me saying respect my environment. So yeah, you got this emotional weight, and so these tasks take a lot. And it becomes overwhelming, so you stop. So the basal ganglia is the action gate, and it either initiates movement or it keeps you in neutral. And if the upstream brain says wait, nothing happens. So you're wired naturally for safety, comfort, and survival. You are not wired for thrival because it takes too long to get that dopamine. It takes too long to be rewarded. So instead, you choose things that will keep you neurologically stupid. And that's a technical term. So obviously, as always, the glial cells that are here, the astrocytes, regulate energy, and if depleted, it hesitates. If you do not have the neurological energy, the astrocytes will, ooh, that's, I don't know about the whole, 60 seconds. That's a lot. That's asking a lot. The oligodendrocytes strengthen action pathways. So what you repeat happens. And the repetition reduces stopping. But if you keep stopping, then it's going to myelinate and you're always going to stop. The microglia will prune the unused action circuits and anything that causes action to swim upstream, to persevere during times of adversity, to finish what you start. Those neural pathways will either be weakened or pruned completely. And now you don't even have the neurological capabilities to do it. And then the ependymal cells, they maintain the brain environment. And so stress disrupts their ability to take that cerebral spinal fluid and wash the brain. So stopping repeatedly is not just a behavior, it becomes biology. Jared said it. So it becomes who you actually are. And that is why if you were on a TikTok live, you opt for worshiping a pharaoh. So if you have all these stop signs, that person looks like they're in motion, you attach yourself to them, and now you believe because you bought all their stuff, you have everything on, you attend everything that they're doing, you've tricked your brain into believing that you haven't stopped. But you have. You don't live in a mansion. You don't have millions of dollars. You are overweight. You are stuck in a job that you hate, in a body that you don't want to be in. You're still stuck. But the mirror neurons have you believing, because you've attached yourself to this other brand, person, human being, that you haven't stopped. Green Bay Packers win the Super Bowl. We won the Super Bowl. Your favorite celebrity wins an Oscar. We won an Oscar. Your favorite celebrity wins a Grammy. We won a Grammy. Your favorite celebrity shows up at the Met Gala. Yay. Your favorite college player gets drafted. Whoo, we got drafted. No, we didn't. You stopped and latched on to somebody who was doing some regular shit that was just a little bit better than what you're doing. That's what happens. So you stop. It's too hard. Yep, just because you got the t-shirt don't mean you're winning. Exactly. But that's what you've opted for, because your microglia pruned your ability to take action. So now you're being told what action to take, and you do it because it's sporadic. People don't drop albums every day. People don't drop movies every day. Even your favorite player doesn't play every day. Seasons, so then you got time to chill. You ain't even got to watch them every day. And now Noah said, I just realized, are you going to switch to today's topic background? I deleted it, Nola. I was deleting things to make space in my phone for a TikTok video. And I said that at the beginning. I deleted it. So no, ma'am, I can't, because I had to clear up space to get these TikTok lives on YouTube. So I was, but it's gone. And when I deleted out the trash too. I know, no, but it is on the, what's the name? It will still be on the thumbnail, just not on the live. So yeah, so that's what's happening. So you stopped, you got a bunch of stop signs, and then your option is, we'll just latch on to this pharaoh. And then that means that you're winning until you go to the doctor, until it's time for you to leave a legacy to your kids, and they got a fucking Green Bay Packer room in your house and all these tchotchkes and shit, Hard Rock Cafe teddy bears from all over the Hard Rock Cafes. They got all your little idols instead of what you actually left them, for y'all DNA. Y'all don't have that because you stopped. So you're leaving them your jigsaw puzzle collection and your DVD collection, your CDs, and all of your crafting that you never crafted with. Just a bunch of ribbons and a Cricut. Give me 1 second. We have an intruder in here. Now, for any of the other looky-loos, let me explain something to you motherfuckers. You questioning the wrong motherfucker. Okay? Go question the people that you worship. Go question your pharaohs and ask them why your life's still the fucking same. Because what your raggedy ass ain't about to do is come over here because you see a small number that you think I'm small. You have sorely misread the whole fucking situation. I don't owe you a fucking explanation. Who the fuck are you? I'm not explaining myself to your raggedy motherfucking ass. Keep it fucking moving. Bitch. The fuck am I talking about? I'm talking to the people who actually want to be somebody. Who the fuck you think you talking to? Because you could fuck around and find out. We got another dumb motherfucker saying some shit. I think it's interesting how entitled how can I put this nicely? The stupid motherfuckers feel. You think you belong to something that's important, and so you can come over here and say some shit to me. Because it's friction. I'm a frictionologist. My objective is to create friction so you can actually start using your brain as it was designed to be used, so you can actually do something where you are with your life. That's what you can do instead of following somebody else that don't even know you exist. That's what I'm here doing. What the fuck we talking about? Why your dumb ass following the lane? It ain't even that they want my attention, Jared. I appreciate you saying that. It's fucking friction. It's friction. It's neurological friction. How dare I say these things and it don't match? Their discomfort, and so their limbic system says something dumb for me to stop saying what I'm saying. It's neurological. They actually think they thought this up first. Their limbic system registered she sounds like a threat. The ACC said it's friction. Let's attack the threat with our limited lexicons. That's what's happening neurologically. It's making them discomforted, and instead of them exploring why they are discomforted, attack the threat. We want to attack her because she's not saying what we want to hear. She's not giving us the dopamine that we're looking for, and so we're going to troll her, and then that's not working either. So now they don't know what the fuck to do. But I do. I got security right here. So again, if you say something, you will be blocked. If you want to say something, you can go pay to say. You can start at a Neuro Rep at level 1, because why the fuck am I talking to you when you don't speak real leadership? I'm not here to debate a motherfucker who don't know how their brain works. We are not the same. You are neurologically inept. So if you want to have this conversation, you can either pay to say, or you can get in the process so we're speaking the same language. Because I'm sick of fucking speaking dysregulation to a group that ain't gonna fucking do what I'm saying do anyway. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm not. Go talk and be with your fucking pharaohs. That's what the fuck you can do. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. You don't have a right over here, motherfucker. You actually gotta do neural sweat equity over here. So what a stop sign actually looks like every day. People don't say I'm stopping myself. No, that would be honest. You're not gonna tell your brain the truth. So you say, I'll do it later. And not because you're driving, not because you're in a commute, not because you're in the airport, you sitting motherfucking still talking about I'm gonna do it later. Why? Why are you gonna do it later? Do it now. Procrastination is the enemy is one of the 74 principles of real leadership. I need to think about it. Motherfuckers kill me talking about they gonna think about what I'm saying. What brain you using to think about it? How? What's your think about it process? What you gonna do? What do you have when you're thinking about something? Do you sit down? Do you go old school and draw a line down the middle of the paper, put pros and cons on it? And are you going back to assess your current goals and what you're working on, your current strategies that you implement on a daily basis? No. You ain't fucking thinking about it. You don't have the neurological capabilities to process what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm gonna think about it. You are an impulsive motherfucker. How you ain't never thought about shit. And now you gonna think about it. You ain't been thinking about it. You look at your life. All I see is impulse, 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 impulse. Didn't think about it, didn't think about it, didn't think about it, didn't think about it, didn't think about it. But this, you got to think about. Okay. And let me make that a highlight. Let me research it first. Jared, is it okay if we use you and Dr. Richie as an example? I'm going to research it first. You're going to research me because you feel the friction in your ACC. Dr. Richie told y'all he had 19,000 degrees. He told y'all this whole story, and only about 12% of it was actually based upon life and facts. He got all these degrees. He a neuroscientist, a lawyer, a trainer, a candlestick maker, an autopilot, and all this other stuff, allegedly. And he actually just had 3 degrees, 2 of which came from the same school. But for him, that wasn't enough. Why? Because he wants to be a pharaoh. He wants to have millions of followers and millions of dollars. The funny thing is, I thought he was from the same hood as you. Right. And he was not. He's from the South. I think that's what happened, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And he was there. He's like, hey, it's like Dr. Donna. No, he not. No, he not. Not at all. And so you didn't trust but verify. You didn't research. Why? Why? Because he presented as if he was that thing. He had on them stupid ass fat ties and them raggedy ass suits with some glasses, and he sounded like the part. He had just enough hood credibility on him, a little bit of dust, and then he used all these 15 syllable words and talked at a level so high y'all couldn't understand what he was saying, fucking technical jargon, and then he went where? To the hood to start talking to people. So you would never, ever, right, you would never, ever question that. In the hood, in a lower income situation, he would appear to be a genius. You're not going to research that. But the African American woman with a wig on and some red French lipstick with a brain t-shirt on, I'm going to research that. Because she don't look the part, which she did on purpose. I got suits. I got bookcases. I can stand in front of shit. I can put my degrees on the wall and stand next to them so I can look credible. Bitch, I am credible. If you actually looking for information, I got it. But you're not, because you got a stop sign brain. You're looking to see who you can attach to, who you can be affiliated with to make it seem like you smart and shit. Why? Because he going to give y'all a quick dopamine boost. He going to speak a bunch of rhetoric about what the cops are doing. He going to have people on his show. He going to be on people's show. And you going to feel like he is like that. And then you're going to leave and do nothing. I watched him at a luncheon afterwards answer questions with neuroscience students and him fumble through those answers and then flip it. And he had just enough pimp in him to make them question the question that they was asking him because he didn't know the answer to the question. Y'all asked me some shit. I'm like, look, I've been studying brain for 17 months. I don't know. Let me write it down. I'm going to get back to you. But he couldn't say that because he knew this was a facade. And pharaohs have to present like they are a deity. And they are not. So yeah, you'll research it first if it doesn't make you feel good. Yeah. If it makes you feel good and you got your dopamine release, you don't need to verify it. You don't need to research it because they made you feel good. That's what pimps do. Until they want you to give them that bread. And by then, you are used to them making you feel good. So now you just go, okay, this is just the cost of doing business with my pimp. I mean, my person that I'm worshiping. Or you say, I'm not ready yet. Wiz, like, don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain. Yeah. Don't pay attention to them. He's the wizard and he lives in Atlanta. These are all neural stop signals. So you tell yourself that because of the effort, the neural effort that it's going to take for you to get it done. So I'm saying I got neural sweat equity over here. She running a cult. Please look up what a cult is and what cult leaders do. Because again, if you read every day, you wouldn't be saying that. But okay, we'll go with that narrative. So the time reality, this is where it gets uncomfortable. And this is where most people want to drop off. Let's break down a normal day. For example, I'll start later. You delay starting a task by 20 minutes. You scroll and get distracted for 40 minutes. And then you got your nice little ruminating in your default mode network, vacillating back and forth with a mental debate for 15 minutes. So you delayed the task, you scrolled, and you had mental debating. 75 minutes is already gone. I have to verify someone offered me a travel entrepreneur job, and it was an MLM, and MLMs don't sit right with me for some reason, and they should not. We don't pay attention to the, yes. So yeah, don't drink the Kool-Aid. So see, your insula, when you strengthen your prefrontal cortex, your insula will actually start insulating, and you'll feel the tension. You'll feel that gut brain saying, something don't sit right with me. Like you said, Monique, that don't make no sense. The math ain't mathing. The trip ain't tripping. And now you go and ask questions. That's why if you don't know, ask is one of the 74 principles of real leadership. So go ahead and ask those questions. I need to consider this, but here's some more information that I need from you while I consider this offer. Now, start asking questions. And if they say, well, this is how it's in, and they start getting, if you're in person and they start getting excitable and all of that, now you know this shit ain't real. Why are you asking so many questions? This offer just ain't for you. And then they try to take the stuff away. Okay, cool, got it. Have a great day. Have a brain-tastic day. Because if it feels off, it is. If it feels suspicious, it is. Guts don't lie. People do. That's what takes place. So you said, I'll start later. And now you 75 minutes past when you said, because later don't have a timeline on it. It don't have a timeline. And 75 minutes is lost on one decision. You have one decision to make and you wasted 75 minutes. Now, multiply that by 3 stops a month or a day. That's 225 minutes. That's you losing 4 hours. 5 days a week, that's 20 hours. 1 month, that's 80 hours. 1 year, that's 960 plus hours. That is 24 full work weeks of stopping because you said, I'll start later. 24 full work weeks. Almost half the fucking year on I'll start later. And now you get to your 50s and your 60s and you trying to figure out why you ain't accomplished shit. Because you said, I'll start later. You said, I'll start later and never did. You said, I'll start later and never did. That's how dangerous I'll start later is. 24 full work weeks in a year. And then you never started. So here's some everyday examples. I need to send that email. What's actually happening neurologically is this. Your ACC, what if it's not perfect? Y'all done got messages from me that the fucking Neuro Reps got typos in it. But if I got to get to an appointment and there's 3 typos in it, the Neuro Rep being posted is more important than it being grammatically all the way correct. Okay? The orbital frontal cortex says this could go wrong. It could also go right as well. And when you have a why and a strategy, the chances of it going wrong diminish immensely. The SgACC, this feels uncomfortable. Everything I tell you to do is discomforting. I specialize in discomfort and friction on purpose. And the basal ganglia says no movement is going to be initiated because I need to send this email. So instead, what happens, you open your phone, you check something unrelated, and you tell yourself, I'll come back to it. And the result is that the task is not done and that identity is reinforced. And you do that all day long, every day, day after day, day after day. You myelinate that shit. And now, yes, and understand this, Jared. I got New York Times bestseller books that were proofread by editors that still have fucking grammatic errors and misspelling words in it. So the English people got us all bent up. We got to fucking take English in America and from fucking kindergarten to 12th grade. Oh my God, you have a past participial phrase before an independent clause. The fuck? I told Nola this about one of her stupid ass English teachers, and she's talking about writing. I said, how many books that bitch done wrote? Since she keep talking about writing. She an English teacher, bitch, where your book at? Write a book. No, you just gonna keep correcting what other people already wrote. Where your written shit at? So yes, things need to be proofread, but the brain can actually process reading. There's plenty of activities that will say, what does this say? With the words spelled wrong, letters missing, and everything else, and you can still read it. So what is that about? Making sure it's perfect, you never get to it. The brain is gonna make a mistake because the brain is not perfect. Especially if you are pregnancy brain, you got menopause, you're rushing. Did the message get across? Have y'all ever not been able to read a damn Neuro Rep because I got a typo in it? My book got spelling errors in it and in grammatics. It didn't stop it from being a great, excellent book with real world examples. So that's some school shit. Well, I can tell that you didn't proofread the email. I can tell, bitch, that you didn't read the email that I proofread because I put a read receipt on that bitch and it's still sitting in your inbox. Right, business professors with no businesses. So there comes a point when grammatics matter. The Urban Chamber president, his mama was an English teacher. He sent me an email early on telling me that what was wrong with it and everything else. Bitch, you got 27,000 unread emails. You got to search people's names to find their emails because you got 27,000 emails in your inbox. We walk into your office and you got stacks and stacks and stacks of paper like you running a fucking paper company and you going to talk to me about verb subject agreement. Eliminate clutter is one of the 74 principles of real leadership and distractions. And I don't know how you're going to be able to run the fucking chamber with 27,000 fucking emails and all this paper and shit in your office. You got to keep meeting with people in the conference room because they can't sit in your office because you can't fucking sit in your office. So that's how I feel about proofreading. Did you get the message? Did you get the message? Spending all this time on proofreading, you made that shit a priority, and now what? Well, we're going to make sure the grammatics. I ain't got no motherfucking grammatics. And that's why I use improper grammar and everything else. Because there are people who can write perfect papers and still can't communicate effectively. You're trying to have a conversation with them, and they might not have no grammatics on that paper, but they got 9,000 fucking filler words. For those of you in Toastmasters, they are the king or the queen of the Oz. Get the little trophy. That's a great question. And so, they got all kind of filler words, so and that, and then great. Let me that's communicate effectively, not write perfectly. That part. So yes, do your best to get that done, but do not waste your fucking life trying to have a perfect paper to turn in. I know you're going back to school. The motherfuckers gonna make you do that shit. Okay, cool. Got it. And then flush that shit down file 13. Can you communicate effectively? You have way more benefits of being at Toastmasters than writing a fucking essay off of Wuthering Heights. Yes, and that's their job. That's what the grammarian's job is to look for filler words, turns of phrase, and faux pas, stutter stutches, double dutches, and all of that, and count them for everybody in the meeting that spoke so that you can understand what your filler words are and work towards them. I'm doing a lot of so's in that part right now. The basal ganglia has no movement initiated. So instead, you open your phone and all of that. So the task ends up not being completed. And here's the scenario. And the other thing that I would like to say, Jerry, is that people don't talk like they write. That's why my book sounds like I'm having a conversation with you. Because now you got this written thing, and then you meet the person, and you're like, well, who the fuck wrote that paper? It's your voice. Focus on finding your voice in written and verbal communication. That's better than this perfect English, and that's not how we speak. That's why when someone does a book, an audio book, they get an actor and voiceover person to read it, because if they read it, it wouldn't even sound like that. So here's a scenario for your health and fitness. You think about working out, the dopamine spikes, and your ass don't go work out. You don't actually go. And you built the pathway of, I can just think about working out and that's enough. I got my dopamine. And when you really start to think about the things that you are motivated to do, the dopamine is motivating you to do it. That phase of dopamine is saying, I'm going to get some dopamine. That's what you really are thinking about doing or not doing. If I can get some dopamine from doing that, I'm going to do it. That's why people love going to work on payday, even if the shit is direct deposit. They hate going to work on a Monday because Monday ain't never payday in nobody's life unless you're in the military or someplace where you get paid on the first. And then you're like, oh, I'm so happy. Yay, I got money. Nobody ain't happy that get paid once a month on the 28th because they ran out of fucking money. It don't matter if the 28th is on a Friday. You ain't going nowhere because you ain't got no fucking money because it's not the 30th. Unless the first falls on the first or second. And now you can go somewhere because you got your check early. But that's the only thing that's going to make you excited about what's happening. And so what happens is you don't do it at all. So the brain says thinking is enough. If you think about working out and you get a release of dopamine, you're never going to make it to your workout area at your house. And you ain't going to make it to nowhere else. And you're going to just philosophify and then start saying, this the latest playground. It's just fluffy. I just got more curves. No, you got more humps, lumps, and bumps. Those are not curves. Okay, those are mountains. All right? Kilimanjaro. All right? That's not a curve. Okay? That's an obstacle. You got a booty do. Your belly stick out more than your booty do. Okay? That was never supposed to happen unless you're pregnant or ill. Now, here's the last scenario. Leadership and career. I should apply. I should speak up. I should start. You don't. Now your brain learns, I am someone who stops. I am someone who stops. And so people don't ask for leadership positions at jobs because you know that you're going to have to put up with them crazy motherfuckers at the job and you ain't trying to deal with them on that. You hourly employee, you go in, you do your shit and you leave. But you're missing out on your own cognitive development, getting results through people. That's what leadership is. Leadership is having the ability to take a group of people and get them to work together as a united front to accomplish a goal. Getting results through people and not through micromanagement and fear, but through actual empowerment. And when you can do that, no one can take that away from you. You have the ability. When I worked on second shift in the traffic center, in the warehouse, we had to throw 25 to 35,000 cases. You need a lot of people to make that shit happen. You need people pulling out the kitchen. You need people pulling trailers in. You need people picking off the pick belt, and you need people loading and throwing cases as the forklift is dropping them cases and putting them in. Because you cubing shit out to 4,000 cases. That's a lot of case handling. And you need a lot of people to that end with a deadline to get the shit out so drivers can leave on time and not lose hours because of rules of service. Shoulda, coulda, woulda feels like you done something. Yep. Shaking your hand. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, didn't. That's the fucking four cousins that's stopping you from everything. So the stop signs you put in place, the good news is you can remove them because you put them there. And the only way to know that they're there is for me to give you harder and harder neural reps. That's where you're going to know where your stop signs are because it's research. Write 5 to 7 sentences. How does this connect to real leadership? And how are you going to implement this in your life? Those are 4 very distinct things. And now it's all this other stuff. Now you got to make time in your day to research. Now you got to decide if you're copying and pasting. Are you writing it down? Where are you going to get the research from? How are you going to say it? How does it apply to you? You got to put it in there. You got to proofread it. And it's got to be in there by 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're going to find out where your stop signs are. That's why some days it feels harder because sometimes the topic is something that you have a frame of reference for, you can get it done. Sometimes you're like, I didn't even know what the fuck this was. I had no idea what the precunious was. I was precurious. I didn't know it had anything to do with self-reflection. So you have all of these terms. Today you got to go on the Harvard website. You're like, Harvard? What the fuck? By the way, level 3 is an advanced Neuro Rep today. That might scare you because you got to go on the Harvard website. So start early. It should be up by 8:15, my time. You usually get about 12 hours to get it done. Somewhere around there, 11 hours and 45 minutes. You can get that done in your day. So now you got to readjust your schedule and do all these other things. That's why people stop and quit. They are challenging. But you know what happens? Now you go back and do your regular shit and that ain't challenging no more. Things at the job are less challenging. because of what you had to do. Now, when you go back to school, Jared, even though you was out for so long, you're going to be ready for them classes. And what you're going to find is I'm like that. You're going to be like, oh, these professors is phoning it the fuck in. But I'm going to go ahead and get this piece of paper. That's what you find. That's simple because of you challenging yourself. So now you go back and day-to-day life becomes a lot more manageable and engaging because you have strengthened your cognition, your ability to process day-to-day going-ons. That's what it's doing. Yes. And Lacey, you should be there either today or tomorrow, right? Or you at 29 or 30. I haven't been in Instagram yet, but you on your way. And the beauty is when you start at the bottom of level 3, you're not doing these ones that they're doing because you still got to get ready for it because it's more than what you're currently doing. So it's incrementally there, so this could be incremental. Because remember, level 5 is hard as hell. So if you don't do this, you're not going to be ready for that. Day 30. And you turned it in already too? Everybody give Lacey. Lacey has finished level 2. With no restarts. And even if you have to restart, that don't matter because that just shows where you are. So kudos to Lacey. Welcome to YouTube. I'll send you your stuff later this morning. All right. So the real leadership truth is that this is not laziness. This is an untrained neuro gating. Untrained neuro gating. So the stop loop, think about an action. It feels discomforted. It pauses. It avoids. It feels temporary relief, as Jared talked about. And then it reinforces the stopping behavior. That's why Finish What You Start is one of the 74 principles of real leadership, and quitters never win. You think about the action. Friction. Pause. Yeah, I ain't doing that. You scroll. I feel better. And now you have just myelinated stopping. Stop this. Stop that. Stop this. Stop, 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 stop. And now you got this comfortable ass existence. You want to feel like you're accomplishing something. So you put on a jersey. You now say, I'm part of the Bay High. I'm a Babs. I'm a Bart. I'm a Swifter. I'm whatever. I'm a person that collects all this crafts and shit. Because that's easier. Because you actually want to feel like you're accomplishing shit. But your brain pruned the doggone discipline loops for you to be able to accomplish it. So now you just latch on to what appears to be accomplishments. And now you say, we winning, bitch. No, you're not. Yeah, this is what I'm drinking. I just drink the Hennessy VSOP, you know what I'm saying? I got a cigar, but you start just doing shit that's associated with productivity. That's what you start doing. But it ain't true. It ain't true. So the principles of real leadership are do it now. Procrastination is the enemy, and personal accountability. You are not waiting on time. You are waiting on permission from your own brain. Now, when you start doing things that you didn't do, the ACC is going to say, we about to do this? You sure? And Amy and Lala are going to say, no. Uncle Vinny going to say, set your asses down. We about to do this. And that's why it takes 8 days to create that new neural pathway of not stopping, and 21 days for the basal ganglia to get the notification that you're serious for real, and you're not doing that no more. So here is the Neuro Rep. Instead of asking, wait 1 second. For the rest of today, and that means you're probably going to be till about 6 p.m. your time. Every time you hesitate, write it down. Every time, and text it to yourself if you don't have any paper. Label it. Delay, avoidance, or overthinking. And then immediately do a 5-second action. Because I have the 1-minute start rule, but you're going to send a text, you're going to start the task, or you're going to take one step, whatever it is. Immediately. Don't delay it. Don't say, I'm not doing it. Bam. Immediately. And what you're doing is you're telling the ACC, listen, we just do what we start. We say we're going to do it, and we do it immediately. You're telling the orbitofrontal cortex that this is actually worth it. The basal ganglia is opening up the stop gate. And then the oligodendrocytes are strengthening the execution pathway. They're saying, oh, okay, we're going to do it. Okay, we're going to do it. Because it's in those micro stops. I'm going to wash the dishes later. Now the whole fucking kitchen sink is full of dishes. I'm gonna fold up the clothes later. Now you got 7 fucking baskets of laundry that's been laundried for the last 2 weeks. I'm gonna make up my bed after I take my shower. No, you got up out that motherfucker unless it's a spouse or something in it. Pets gotta get up, make up the damn bed, put a blanket down, let the pet go back to sleep on the bed. All day. So about 6 p.m., 5 or 6 p.m. your time, so you can type it up and get it in. And you are not stuck because life is hard. You are stuck because your brain has too many stop signs. And the moment you remove them, your life doesn't need more time. It needs more execution. So at this point, we're going to do our 60 seconds of peace for the SgACC. Let me get my clock ready. Let me go ahead and flip my graphic around. What's going to happen is I'm going to count you in a 3, 2, 1 fashion. And then you're going to sit in peace and woosah and just be at one with your SgACC so you can get it to neutral. And then the chimes of my tablet are going to bring you back. We will do the brain bit, our questions, and get out of here. So 3, 2, 1. All right, let me get to the brain bit so we can get the right graphic up here. Hopefully I got that in here. There we go. All right. Conference room brain. Today's brain bit is the conference room brain. So the conference room brain is the version of you that only activates when you're being watched, evaluated, or expected to perform. I'll say that again. The conference room brain is the version of you that only activates when you're being watched, evaluated, or expected to perform. That is what it is. Give me 1 second. Highlight. Okay. What's happening is your dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, the decision maker, and the ACC, the conflict monitor, suddenly wake up because there's perceived pressure and accountability. Meanwhile, your amygdala increase the alertness, making you more focused, but only temporarily. The problem is outside of the conference room, that same level of execution is like a magic show from an illusionist on the Las Vegas Strip. It disappears because the brain no longer detects external evaluation. So this creates a split identity. High performance in public, inconsistent performer in private. I'm going to say that again. You got a split identity. High performer in public, inconsistent performer in private. And over time, this weakens neural consistency and trains your brain to associate effort with observation instead of personal accountability. Personal accountability says that I am responsible and accountable for all that I do and I fail to do, regardless if a camera is there for you to watch me do what I do. And when you are just being accountable, you only do it if somebody is watching. So I'm going to say that again. Over time, this weakens neural consistency and trains your brain to associate effort with observation instead of personal accountability. Now, the real growth happens when you train your brain to operate at conference room level even when no one is watching. Even when no one is watching. And your glial cells can help you to be able to do this. The astrocytes regulate the energy flow when you're on stage versus being alone. So if you're always on stage, as I said, well, you ain't performing, well, you're about to be on stage, you on your way on stage. So always be on stage, always be in the conference room. The oligodendrocytes strengthen consistency through repeated high-level performance. I perform at a high level when no one is watching. When I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, Nola is still asleep. Damn near everybody in my neighborhood is still asleep, except for the people that work on the strip and they coming home at that time. So I do what I do regardless if you're watching me or not. That's what's happening. And so it gets strengthened and repeated. We are what we repeatedly do over time. Now the microglia prune inconsistent habits, public versus private behaviors. When you do it all the time, there is nothing to prune. Always be in the conference room. Exactly. And then the ependymal cells, they maintain internal stability, so performance isn't environmentally dependent. Today is my 870th day live. That's a lot of damn days. That's a lot of damn lives, especially since I've been doing 2 lives since September 6th when I went back on TikTok. Okay? I started the TikTok live out this morning, and for the first 4 minutes, I was talking to myself. That didn't stop me from talking because I'm going to take that live and put it on YouTube. People weren't watching my videos way back 13 years ago when I started my YouTube channel. I don't give a fuck. That information is still value added to this day because I'm always in the conference room. So here is the principle of real leadership, the two together. You lead by example and personal accountability. You don't rise to the level of the meeting. You fall to the level of your daily standard. I'm going to say that again. You don't rise to the level of the meeting. You fall to the level of your daily standard. And let me come back on camera for this. This is why I don't follow anybody. Because when you aren't sharpening your sword, your brain, when you're not doing neuro reps, you get a little rusty. People go on tour and they have people now saying, well, the tour just started. Give them a couple dates on the tour for them to level up. So the motherfuckers in Compton and the people in Memphis and the people in Seattle get the raggedy show. Shouldn't them tickets be discounted? If you warming the fuck up, where the warm up price at? I need to warm up, because what the fuck was y'all practicing for 4 months? I had to do drill and ceremony and beat 20 other high schools. We practiced for 6 motherfucking weeks in the snow, the ice, the rain, and everything outside, and then we won. We had one opportunity to make that shit go right. Eric Green and platoon, it was cold outside. They took their asses inside. He didn't make them shine their uniforms. He didn't tell them bring your uniform on the day before we go, so I can make sure everybody's shoes and shit is shine. And that's why the motherfuckers lost. So you telling me that they sing and dance for a living and they've been performing, but they got to bump the fucking kinks out, and you pay to watch them bump the kinks out? How that makes sense? And they let y'all tell everybody, well, they gonna so then fuck it, I'm gonna wait till the 50. How many shows is it? 60? They ended in Vegas? Okay, cool. That's the show I'm going to. Preseason games and trial matches are reduced price tickets, as they should be. Them concert tickets is the same. If y'all warming up, then the prices should be lukewarm. That's how I see that. So I'm not warming up. I'm like, yo, I only been live for 870 days. I'm going to need 1,000 days to work shit out. So bear with me. My first game of pickleball is usually sad. I got to get going faster. You got to stretch before. You got to do warm-ups before you do it. Jared, you can't wait till you're getting ready to do it. You got to already be hot, warm, and sweaty. So if you want to do a couple laps, you know what I'm saying? Like racquetball, back in the day, you could play racquetball by yourself. Hit, hit, hit. That's why people warm up. Boxers be like, put them up, put them up, put them up. You got to get the muscles ready. So your muscles are warming up, but you got to do a warm up so that you come out there lightning speed. You start beating 12-year-olds. They start going home crying to their parents. They get out of here. Unc is on the court. So yeah, it's that conference room brain continuously. But you don't have that because you got too many stop signs. You got too many stop signs. That's what the problem is. You just call me Dr. Donna, because I don't really Queen and Auntie. That shit is for them. I'm Dr. Donna, Doc, or Dr. D. That right there, I don't have no principalities. I don't have no ruling class or none of that shit. I'm Dr. Donna, Doc, or Dr. D. Those are my nomenclatures. You can just use them and we good to go. But that other shit is for them people who need to hear that shit. Ain't no worshiping over here. I understand you think you meant it as a compliment, but no. I don't have a ruling principality. I don't own no land or no motherfucking, I ain't got no servants or nobody. I wash my own ass every day. So ain't nobody getting me dressed or none of that. That is correct. But do it for yourself. Set and maintain high standards for yourself. You're doing this for yourself because you watching you. Lead by example. That's what this is about. Okay, now, everybody about to clutch their real leader pearls, because I forgot to do this on Saturday. We were busy, but remember when you did associative learning last Monday, I believe, and you had to do it for 7 days. Today, in addition to your Neuro Reps, you're going to go back to the associative learning live, and that thing that you did where you put two things together, you're going to do a follow-up and tell us how it went. Yeah, right. The fuck? Oh, you meant to do that for 7 days? Going back to the associative learning live, and that thing that you said you was going to do, go ahead and we're doing a follow-up story on it. So how'd that go? Now, catch your breath. Anybody need a defibrillator? Okay. So if the ante feels like it's being upped, it is, because some of you are preparing for level 4. And level 4 is harder than level 5. The level 5 is harder than level 4. Ask Regina and Nola. and Regina and Nola are in level 3, 4, and 5 right now, because that's just what I'm doing to them because of what they're working on. So in order for you to be think of it, when that jump from 9th grade to 11th grade is huge, right? 11th grade is when you take all them standardized tests, you got to get ready for college and all that shit. 12th grade, you kind of just on your way out. But the reason why that is because if you go back, and some of you didn't have to do level 1 and 2 because of how you came in. But for example, one of the level 2 Neuro Reps is water your plants. Water your plants. Okay, have a great day. And remember to put what you did, go back to your associative learning and update that. Water your plants. Now, for everybody that's doing 3 and live Neuro Reps, if all you had to do was water your plants as your Neuro Rep, what would you be doing neurologically now? If you just had to do 60 seconds, water your plant, wipe off a counter, stand up and stretch, clean off a mirror, because that's what level 1 and level 2 are. How would that help you walk away from therapy, Monique? Bridget, you're now doing neurology, neurobiology in your class. How would that help you do what you're doing if you were doing those levels? Because excellence is the objective. That's what level 5 is. So how can you get to excellence if I let you stay comfortable at level 2 Neuro Reps and level 1 60-second reps? It only takes 60 seconds to do. So I'm asking information from y'all. How would that help you do what you're currently doing? Would you be able to improve at work? Would you be able to improve in your life? Would you be able to prune the people out of your life if you were still doing just a simple daily task? And while you answer, and you have 2 more questions, go ahead and drink water. Do y'all understand the question? Let me switch out to the questions while you're doing that. Do I have the questions in here this morning? Yes. And it's because it was so far down on my phone, and I kept seeing it, and my brain thought that I was doing it. That's why, because all the other graphics are there. I kept saying I did that live already. That's how it got deleted. So my question is, if you had a 60-second Neuro Rep, because how would you get to excellence? if they stayed where they were. NOLA has said no. You would be bored. Personal accountability and ability to stay focused and disciplined is now possible to do, and it was non-existent before. Yes, ma'am. And so that's why it feels like it's a lot. And NOLA will say, listen, you tell me, no, I don't understand the question. Okay. My question is, because people have said that the Neuro Reps are hard or challenging. And I say, yes, they are. And I'm saying, imagine if you were still just doing level 2 Neuro Reps. For example, water your plants, stand up and breathe, give someone a compliment. If you stayed at that level, would you be able to function at the level that you currently are at? Would that level even be possible? All of the neurological things that you have now, would you have that level of understanding if you were still doing the 60-second Neuro Reps at level 2 and level 1? Okay, now I'm saying no to the question. Yes. And so what happens is, in the everyday system of the Pharaohisms and everything else, you aren't required to do more than the Pharaoh. So I see then from you, Bridget, I don't see anything else. They might not have let yours go through. No. So what's happening here, ladies and gentlemen, and we just have our 2 questions left, is this. So remember, your associative learning, you got to go back on that live and update your associative learning in addition to everything else. So what you are currently experiencing, and even Nola and Regina are experiencing it too, is 2 levels up from somebody who's 2 levels up. So in everything that you've done up until now in your life, and I can say this with 100% confidence, you've not had to do this much cognitive development every day for this sustained period of time. And so what it feels like is, fuck! 5 to 7 sentences, 5 to 7 sentences, 4 to 6 sentences. It's a lot. But I told y'all I was the baddest motherfucker walking the face of the planet Earth. Because I got to develop the Neuro Reps. I got to make sure they are actual Neuro Reps. I got to type them up. I got to create the graphics and the video and post it and then read everything y'all said. And then do it the next day. Not really registering. Who came up with the Neuro Rep? Ain't no team, I'm the team. Who typed what y'all saw? My old ass geriatric thumbs. Who made the graphic? Who made the video? Who made the Neuro Rep? Who told chat, we gotta make this Neuro Rep? Who posted it? Who put it in the playlist? Who did the 2 1.5-hour lives? Who made the Neuro Rep for that live? Who in the neuroscience class vomiting damn near gagging from the burn? Me. And so what y'all see is a very succinct video and message for you to do, but not really thinking, how did we get this? This ain't the one from yesterday, and this ain't the one from a month ago. This is a new one. At one point, Bridget's like, damn, it's some more parts of the brain. Denise is like, who knew all this was attached to the brain? So if you ever feel cognitive overload, just know that the leader is overloaded even more. I told y'all, I'm about to finish my 5th neuroscience class, all these hard-ass universities, and my new choices are a intro to psychology from Yale or 4 courses from Cambridge. Those are my 2 options for courses. One course is going to be, I can finish it in the spring. The other courses will take me to the end of 2026. That's how many lessons and modules is in the motherfuckers. Okay? So, and I know based upon how people operate now, when the teacher is giving y'all an assignment in school, the teacher already did the assignment. So the teacher has been teaching long enough, the teacher is just pulling out old ass lesson plans, curriculum from the state or from the college. But they're not teaching y'all new shit every day. You don't even go to class every day now. So that's what your brain is accustomed to. It's not accustomed to learning at a high level every single day. And that's why it feels like shit. But you're not paying attention to how simple the rest of your life is, how effortlessly it is for you to do. So if I was like them, everybody would still be doing 60-second neuro reps. Why? Because that would be comfortable for me. You type done, I say, oh, I saw your thing, I read it, and we done. But now at level 5, I got to respond to emails. I got to say, this is what's happening. We're going to do it differently by the time y'all get to level 5, because that's not going to work. I'm going to have too many emails. But do you understand that that's why it is overloaded? So you really should be looking at the people who you was fucking with before, because they regular, schmegular. They can't do what the fuck I do. They can't give you 2 different, and I'm doing it on purpose because they send their fucking underlings over here to steal my shit. So at least they stealing shit at a higher fucking level. But they not on my level because they can't do this. Them and they staff together with me sleep can't do this shit. It's hard as hell to develop something new. That's why they say, what did y'all want me to talk about? I never fucking asked y'all what y'all want me to talk about. Well, what else y'all want to know about the brain? Tell me in the comments and we're going to make a podcast about it. That's because the motherfuckers don't know. They don't know because they running out of ideas because they haven't done the neurological work. So if every day you get a 60-second neuro rep, that's where you're going to be at. Daisy getting ready to come over here now. And Desmond is coming too, and Al too, and some other people. So you over here, and the neuro rep gets a little bit harder over here for level 3 at the bottom. Y'all can scroll back to them first level 3 neuro reps, and you will see that. Check your own progress of where you are now. So that's why the brain is registering the friction, because for the first time in your life, somebody is demanding excellence from you on the daily basis. That's why it feels so hard, because you've been trained. Report cards come out every semester. You get 6 weeks progress report. Now you can go on Infinite Campus. In college, you got midterms, you got finals, and that's it. But there isn't this daily expectation of higher learning. It isn't. And that's why your brain is like, damn, we got to do it again. We got to do it again. But Jared just kept up with a 14-year-old playing pickleball, and he's 51 years old. He old enough to be that boy's dang old granddaddy almost. So that's what you need to start paying attention to, is what is possible for you now because of this. And I'm leading by example to show the pharaohs and the thought leaders and the experts and the podcasters and all of that shit, y'all ain't doing shit. Stop acting like you are, because you got a new microphone and a new studio. You still got your old ass raggedy brain. Y'all ain't saying shit. It just sound better. You ain't doing shit. It ain't progress, it's regress. Yeah, so we got a new studio. You saying the same shit with a better microphone. That ain't shit. That ain't shit. I'm showing you what one person can do. Now you can say, y'all got a whole staff, and that's what the fuck y'all came up with? Who was in that meeting? Because you are finding out what you can do yourself by yourself with your brain. And now a motherfucker with a staff and a whole system is doing mediocre shit, and that you are living a fragmented existence. You can't be self-integrated listening to them because it's not enough. So now you got to divide your time. They all want 2 hours of your time for nothing but some phasic fucking dopamine. You leave with some damn dopamine. It's like fucking cotton candy. You're going to eat it, have some cavities, and need actual sustenance when it's all said and done, because there is no sustenance or substance over there. So that's what you're feeling. In your life, you have never had somebody have this level of excellence expected of you. Inspect what you expect. That's why I got to take the class at Yale. That's why I got to take the class at Cambridge, because I'm 2 levels ahead of y'all. And I ain't never, not that you can't get here, but you are not about to be saying, well, what else you got? I'm bored. Let me guess. Another 60-second strategy. What we got to do? Do 10 jumping jacks? Because the brain has 86 billion neurons and 85 billion glial cells. We need to be seeing if we could get to all of those synaptic connections before we check out of here. That's what you're feeling. If not, tell me I'm wrong. You have never had another human being say, you can do more. And here's how. Here's more. And while you're doing more, I'm going to do more. Everybody else already where they at. And they telling you how to do a lesser version because they don't want to become better. They don't want to learn more. Their working memory is atrophied. Their microglia pruned their growth cells. And that's why you fucking stuck where they are. Fragmented. So that's why they pivoting with outfits and shit and gimmicks and all of that. Because they are neurologically inept. I said it, and if you bitches want to go back and tell your fucking bosses I said it, tell them I said it, and I had a lot of bravado in my voice when I said it. Okay? They ain't shit. Any questions? You can take it, but you damn sure don't have the ability to make it. Understood. I will do more. I need to go. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yes, ma'am. Any other questions while I flip this around for y'all to answer y'all questions for today? I know it's tough, but you tough. You got 86 billion neurons and 85 billion glial cells. You have the neural capability to do it. Can makes the impossible possible. Swim upstream, persevere during times of adversity. Quitters never win. Failure is not an option. Finish what you start. You can borrow this finger right here. Fuck you. That's what you can borrow. And you can have this one too. You can borrow these. Get the fuck off my page. Stupid ass. Monique says all clear and thank you. So get these two questions answered. First question is, what did you learn today? Second question is, what did you learn about yourself today? These two questions are designed for you to be self-reflective. These two questions are designed for you to learn something every single day. Go to bed smarter than when you woke up. The second question is a self-referential question to say, what did I learn about myself? You have a whole default mode network for you to spend time assessing yourself. Self-reflect so you can self-correct. These two questions together allow you to strengthen your inhibitory control when you put a brain emoji or an ellipse or buffer or whatever. You are training your brain to think before you speak. Think before you speak to strengthen that inhibitory control. And all questions are be honest. From the principle of real leadership, be honest. What did you learn today and what did you learn about yourself? Daisy, Monique, and Lola. Lola, I thought you said you had to go. You said you had to go. How you back? And again, a reminder. Follow up on your associative learning. Go back to that live and say what took place. Level 3 Neuro Rep is advanced. And basically this live morning mental workout Neuro Rep is all day. So start typing it up about 5 or 6 p.m. your time to ensure that it is on time, but you need enough time to assess it so you can address it. Lola said, I learned about myself is where my stop is and where it needs to grow, where it needs growth. Monique said, today I learned that the stop signs are often based around comfort. It is a sign of self-sabotage. Yes, ma'am. Daisy said, I learned today that the comfort brain is a lazy brain. Monique is thinking. Nola's thinking. Nola said, I learned people be the biggest problem. Lacey said, what today is that conference room brain is trained to operate best when you are being watched and measured. I learned about myself, like Jared said, always in the conference room for myself. Monique said, learned that I have gained so much from Dr. Donna and has allowed safety for me to do the work through being open and personally accountable during her applied excellence principle. This is about myself. Yes, ma'am. And Lola said, I learned that learned and growth is two different things. Yes, they are. Just because you learn it don't mean you're growing. You got to apply it. That's why I say it's applied knowledge, not just knowledge. People say knowledge is power. No, it ain't. If you don't apply it, you're going to have a power outage. That's what the hell is going to happen. It said new chat. I don't want to be in a new chat. So again, because I got to take my shower for your Neuro Rep between now and 5 to 6 p.m. your time, you're going to, every time you hesitate, you're going to write it down. You're going to label it delay, avoidance, or overthinking. And you're going to immediately do the thing, whether it's send a message, start the task, or take one step in order for you to start executing it immediately. Nola said, I learned by myself. I only improved once I started working on myself to become better. Yes. And Lola said, thanks, that's true. Daisy said, I learned about myself today that the stop brain is a dysfunctional brain. It is. And I will come back on camera as y'all, if anybody else still got to type their thing. So here's what I'm saying. The thought leaders, the podcasters, the experts, the leaders, and everybody else has you all thinking that it's not neurological. They have you thinking that they got the fucking potion, like Jack and the Beanstalk. And if you follow them, then your life is going to be better. And my question is, where the fuck y'all going? What you doing? Where you at? Stuck in the chat? Don't say that. Where y'all going? What y'all doing? What have you learned? What have you started, stopped, or continued doing besides worshiping them? Buying some shit from me does not give you fucking neural reps. It's not going to create a neural pathway. You can wear a brain t-shirt and have a conversation with people about the neural networks. And you can say these are the dendritic trees, and here's the axon and the soma, and here are the damn receptors for you to receive neurotransmitters at the bottom. That's what you can do. Get the fuck off my page with your stupid ass. Go the fuck away. Get the fuck off my page, you ignorant bitch. Go the fuck away. Get your dopamine from somebody else. You want a reaction, bitch? Get your raggedy ass, neurologically inept motherfucking ass off my page, bitch. Go the fuck away. Sick of y'all with these stupid ass, ignoramus ass comments. You can't even do shit right. You like a raggedy ass lazy troll. Oh my God, is it a man? Look at the weave. Oh my God, look at this dude. You're so dumb. You're so doo-doo poo-poo space. I ain't blocking shit. Bitch, go away. Second grade ass kindergarten bullshit. And here you go with this raggedy ass shit. You look like a dude. I'm more man than you, bitch. The fuck? You came over here starting shit. Now you mad because you just started a fire that your motherfucking bitch ass can't put out. Bitch, go away. You wanted a fucking fight. You wanted me to fight. Bitch, here I am. You was looking for some shit. Here we go. And all your stupid bitch ass can say is the same thing because you got the fucking neural pathways of a fucking toddler. You simple motherfucker. Dumb shit. Ooh, you got me excited. All you doing is creating toxicity in your own raggedy ass brain. You simple motherfucker. Get some real shit to say. Why don't you read a fucking book so you can actually say some shit that makes some fucking sense, dumbass? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, okay? You are stupid. If we looked up your fucking name in the dictionary, it'd be a picture of your dumb ass with a dunce cap on your head. You stupid bitch. Same ass stupid shit every fucking day. Same ass dumb shit every day. Shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody losing shit over here. I'm sick of you motherfuckers coming over here with your raggedy ass disinhibition effect. Like you doing something. This a man. Look at the wig. Look at the same ass shit. Same ass shit. Same ass shit. Same ass shit. Same ass stupid shit from a dumb bitch. Same ass stupid shit. Your fucking second grade education. Dumb shit. Disrupting my life for your stupid ass shit so you can get some fucking dopamine. You got some dopamine now, bitch? Did you get what the fuck you wanted, bitch? You feel better now? You feel better now, you stupid low-level bitch? You feel better? Did you get the fight that you was fucking looking for? Did you get it? Do you feel good now? Did you get your bump, bitch? Did you get it? Did you fucking get what you needed, you raggedy ass bitch? Did you get it? You called me a man. Now what? Now what, bitch? Now what? You feel better? Do you feel fucking better? Because you still got to go back to your raggedy ass life when this is over. You still got to walk around with that toxic ass fucking brain when this is fucking over. You simple motherfucker coming over here with this same raggedy ass elementary fucking trolling. Become a better troll, bitch. This ain't working. Stupid motherfucker. As I was fucking saying. Oh my God, he got her mad. No, the fuck he didn't. I'm sick of you dumb motherfuckers coming over here with this regular raggedy ass fucking trolling every day. This elementary doodle poo-poo face shit. Find some better fucking shit to say. This stupid shit. Look at the man. Look at the man with the wig. Oh my God. The man is wearing a wig. Look at that. Okay. They're like, this is our entryway. This is our entryway. This ain't no fucking entryway for you stupid motherfuckers. This ain't no entryway for shit. Your dumb asses was supposed to have been over here learning about your brain, but you're too fucking stupid and you're so fucking addicted to dopamine that your dumb ass just want a quick hit, a quick laugh. You don't even understand. Y'all motherfuckers is grown with families and fucking offsprings, and your kids is gonna be stupider than you because you already fucking dumb. Dumb, dumb, and dumber is what the fuck is actually gonna happen. Y'all actually think that this shit is impacting me. It's not. It's irritating. It's like a fucking ingrown toenail. It's stupid. Grown folks waking up then to decided that this shit is fun. Let's go fuck with somebody that we don't know because we fucked up and we stupid and we ugly and we dumb and we broke. So let's go fuck with her. Let's try to fuck her shit up. Your shit's still gonna be fucked up. You're not stopping shit over here. I'm 870 motherfucking days in. We gonna say some mean shit to her. Bitch, do you understand what the fuck I've been through to get here? This little bullshit, this playground shit y'all saying to me and in fact impacted me. And I'm saying this for the motherfuckers that's listening that think they gonna pop off. Bitch, you will get blocked too. Oh boy, you look like a man. I look like my daddy. Oh my God, it's a wig. Yup, bitch, I got alopecia. Now what? Now what? This stupid motherfucker in capital letters. Can you wear black glasses when you look like Edna from The Incredibles? Bitch, you so ugly, you can't even put your own face on your fucking profile. That's how fucking ugly you are. When you was born, the doctor slapped your fucking parents for having a fucking ugly baby. They put a paper bag on your head for the first 5 fucking years so nobody wouldn't have to look at your ugly ass. You get fucked from the back because nobody want to look at your face. And you a man. You want to keep fucking with me? You don't want to play the fucking dozens with me. You really don't. I'm being kind right now. I ain't no fucking auntie and fuck you too. Don't let them get to you. Don't let y'all set up a whole fucking system for people to come fuck with people and then say they getting to me. They not getting to me. They irritating because they ain't shit. These fucking raggedy ass comments. I'm mad because y'all motherfuckers ain't good trolls. I'm mad because you too fucking lazy to actually be better at it. It's not excellence. It's corny as fuck. Go read the Comedy Bible by Judy Carter and learn how to set up a joke and do a punchline and tag off of that shit. It's insulting to the comedy community. It's not good. It's raggedy as shit. You're not even a fucking good heckler. That's what this is. It's insulting. Because it's like you can't think of something better. Y'all all the fucking same. Y'all sharing the same fucking brain. You say the same dumb shit. You ain't even got good disinhibition effect. I just went on a fucking run from a fucking profile photo in capital letters. And y'all motherfuckers can see me. Your raggedy ass stupid names hide behind shit when you a bitch in public. You a fucking coward in real life. So you gonna come on here and try to thumb thug this. This ain't that, motherfucker. This is not me being upset. This is me saying your shit is raggedy. Your slip is showing. Your jokes are corny as shit. Oh my God, are you trans? Oh my God. This is original. We've not heard this bullshit before. Take your stupid ass on. Fucking, I wish I had some fucking tomatoes to throw for real. Are you trans? Ha ha ha. These are adults, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be 18 to be on my live. These are grown people acting like fucking children. Yeah. Confirm. My numbers is going up. No, she just, oh, you see this, Jared? Now, when I was talking about the brain, wasn't no fucking body over here. But now that I got some chaos going on, here we go. 50 motherfuckers. Ain't never been on my YouTube live before. Send it. Conflict. Show it. Let me start talking about the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex and watch these numbers go back down. See? They did a troll call. They put a fucking T up in the air like the fucking bat signal, and these motherfuckers just came. Like fucking hyenas to a dead piece of meat. So anyway, as I was saying, what you hear in my voice is just irritation with stupid motherfuckers saying the same shit every day. When you go live 870 days straight, you get to actually see how stupid the fucking trolls are. But when you're sporadic with it, it feels like, oh my God, the trolls are coming. The trolls are coming. So anyway, so now y'all get to see it in real time. Y'all get to see it in real time. I thought I blocked this simple motherfucker. So now y'all get to see that if it's excitable, then YouTube sends more people out. If I'm acting like a fucking fool, here comes more people, or so they think. If I'm cussing the trolls out, oh my goodness, this is watchable. But for an hour, it was less than 20 of us on here learning about the stock brain and the conference room brain. So it's no coincidence. Watch the numbers drop back down. See how that goes? So y'all get to see it in real time. So for the, see, dropped by 7 already. So my irritation again is the trolls are not even excellent at trolling. I would have more respect for them if their dumbasses all didn't say the same stupid fucking elementary school ass doodle poo poo face shit. That's what I'm irritated by, because y'all won't even commit to being a real fucking troll. Y'all won't even be 10 toes down on this shit. Research me first and come start using my shit against me because you too fucking lazy to read my shit and actually be a fucking actual person that I could have a word battle with. If we was doing battle raps back in the day on the corner, your motherfucking ass keeps saying A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, do, re, mi, don't fuck with me. Against everybody. See, look. See? And these are adults. I sure hope none of you have offspring. You see that, y'all? Fart on weed and smoke it. Some patriotism bullshit, and farts are flavor. These are what adults are saying. Grown people. And YouTube is pushing it through. Unoriginal and predictable. That's why you can go live every day, Monique. I'm showing you. Go live enough and you will see the same thing too. That's what this is for you too, Monique. So you can keep going live, because after 870 days, I've seen it all. Been called everything but a child of God. And it don't even sting. You actually have empathy. And see, this person would like to get into a battle. What's wrong with patriotism? So that's one of them words, them buzzwords that's supposed to get you upset. See how stupid this is? And you're entertaining it. So now I'm the problem, not the trolls. I'm the problem. See how the narrative works? That's like victimizing the victim. So an ignorant motherfucker woke up wanting a dopamine boost, coming to my live saying dumb shit, and I should ignore what's happening. See how why you saying something to him? I'm saying this shit is boring. I'm saying get some new shit to talk about. That's what I'm saying. Asking a question is a battle now. See how they have this whole script? See how they have this whole script? See how it works? All right, so let me go ahead and block everybody that's not fucking a follower over here. Let me get rid of all of y'all. See how they come together? They band together like the chicken shit bitches that they actually are, so that they have this call. Instead of trauma bonding, it's troll bonding. So because they ain't shit in their original lives, they come together online and say, let's go get them. Yeah, like it's a game. Let's go finish them. That's why you can go live every day, Monique. Because everybody came. Once they're like, we got her. Why you mad? Why you mad? I'm not mad. I'm irritated because y'all ain't shit. Y'all got all them fucking neurons and glial cells together. The most y'all can come up with is the shit that you was programmed to say from your stupid ass leaders. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. So they all came. We gonna get her. We're gonna band together. And we're gonna get her. And we're gonna come. We're gonna get her. We're gonna use our other accounts. And we're gonna spam the shit out of her. Yes, we're gonna do. We're gonna fuck with her. Whoa, we got her. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I reported her. Report yourself. Oh my God. They reported me. See how they all came together, y'all? Isn't that interesting? They can come together for that, but they can't come together and actually use their brain. They all can come together. They are the human bots. They can all come together for this. Because now they're like, we got her on a run. Let's get this dopamine. And all they're doing, imagine they do this all day long. Can you imagine the neurotoxic, the microglial cells that are getting pruned with everything that they type? Every time they type it. And when they get ready to go try to use their brain in their real life, they're not even going to be able to use their brain because they actually don't know that the trolling is cutting off everything that makes them a high functioning individual. It's self-sabotage at the highest level, and they have convinced themselves that they are right, and it is free speech, and they get to say and do whatever they want, and they do to their own neurological detriment. It is self-sabotage at its finest. And y'all got to see it in real time. And they just kept coming because it got more and more excitable. It got more and more excitable for them. And now they're not going to be able to solve whatever problem they have today. They ain't even going to be able to sit with their kids and do the homework, and they're going to blame the teachers for it when they are the ones who are neurologically inept. Oligodendrocytes loading up myelination and bad habits. Exactly. And they don't even know that they're the lessons. They have no idea that they're the lesson at all. That's the academic, to quote Floyd Mayweather. They are the epidemic, and it's instant. It's instant. It's instant. It's instant. It's instant. So why would you do a 60-second Neuro Rep when you could just go on the internet and bash people? Your brain ain't going to be able to process that you are actually. And then think about it, ladies and gentlemen, when your working memory starts to deteriorate, now your hippocampus gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And what does that impact? Dementia and Alzheimer's. Something that doesn't even neurologically have to happen because they're not getting new information. What prunes? The microglia, the astrocytes. So all these people are literally damaging their own brain by doing this, and they don't even know it. Literally creating a toxic environment. Long-term memory is going to deplete. Hippocampus is going to get smaller and smaller. And if they already have dementia or Alzheimer's in their family, they're going to exacerbate the situation and contribute to it sooner because of trolling. Yes. So they actually think they're harming me. Why are you answering it? Because I know what you're doing to your brain and I'm trying to stop you from fucking your own brain up because you can't. That's why I'm saying don't do this to your brain. You think you're doing something to me and you harming yourself. You literally are pruning the neural pathways you need to have full cognition of your brain by saying dumb shit to me. That's what you're myelinating every day. And then you're going to be sitting somewhere looking at photos and not remember who the fuck you are or who the people in the photo are because you spent your earlier years trolling on the internet. The astrocytes are pruning their disciplined neural pathways. It's the microglials. And the astrocytes can't do what they need to do. See? You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Let's have some empathy for the neurologically inept. Because this person probably has a family, and at some point, their family is going to be looking at J-Rock 360, J Simp Pimp, because they think it's funny right now. But it's not going to be funny in the future. It's going to be sad. It's going to be sad for you and for those who actually care about you, because I don't give a fuck about you. Microglials, that's correct. So the programming for me, and if y'all got to go. It's the programming for me. It's the programming. Watch an inferior person tell you, let's go make fun of this person. And then you do it because you want to be attached to something. So you attach yourself to an inferior pharaoh. Look at this, 298. You attach yourself to an inferior pharaoh, and then you go attack everything that isn't like your pharaoh. And you say all these things because you believe that you have the backing of your podcaster, your expert, your thought leader, or whatever. That's what you do every day. You still trying to find the book? Did you charge library at Amazon? So that's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. That's what takes place. And so they have what they believe is their Pharaoh's army behind them while they're saying this. That's why they all came together and attempted to what they believe was a frontal assault that didn't work. You're trying to get it for free. You're going to have to buy that one, Jared. You actually need to buy it so you can reference it. So that's what's taking place, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, Monique, I let this go on long enough so that you have no more fear about going live, because once they pick the thing about you that they're going to say, they're going to keep saying it, doubling down. They might use the fact that you're African American and throw a couple of those in there, and then they're going to stop. Yeah, you see that? And then they're going to stop. And then it's going to stop bothering you. And if you understand neurologically that they're doing more neurological harm to themselves than to you, that will allow it not to bother you even more. So they need that for now. And their brain will regret it in the future. That's what's going to happen. So do you understand that, Monique? This was for you. Go live as much as you want. Get your travel messages out there. And the people that it resonates with will. And that's why you have a block button on TikTok and a not interested button on YouTube. $4.95 now, Jared. $5.95. Okay, so we've learned a very valuable lesson here today. Exactly. So did you get the lesson, Monique? Did you understand that when you let it happen, you'll see the trends? Yeah. So don't ever be afraid to go live again, okay? You got 86 billion neurons and 85 billion glial cells. You have the ability. So lead by example is one of the 74 principles of real leadership. Now, I'm not a pharaoh. I'm not a podcaster and a thought leader and a expert. However, Lead by example is really the best way for you to be able to experience it. And so if I can take it and keep it pushing and stay on track, then you can do it too. You have powerful information. Bridget, I don't know if you're still on here. I think she said she had to go, but y'all see it. Let me go ahead and see if I can take a screenshot of this. Did it do it? There we go. You go live on what? Monique, Jared is asking you when you go live. I think it's TikTok. She does travel videos. You got to let us know, Monique, so we can support you. Okay? Let us know on the next live or message me and I'll tell everybody. You like, oh shit, no pressure. We'll be here to support. We'll throw tomatoes at the trolls in the comment section so they'll stop. All right. Is everybody seeing what's happening here now? We're at 1413. Yeah, we're here to support you. You're the real leader, gang, gang. Okay. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, in summary, you know what to do for your level 3. Go ahead and follow back up with your associative learning. That was last week. And level 4, and based upon the time, it's going to be about 8:30 before you get your rep up. There's so many people on the live today. Show up at tomorrow. Exactly, Lola. Very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting. Very interesting. Everybody message. Remember Keenan Ivory Wayans when he had that thing on I forgot what movie it was, but he'd come past, I think it was I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, when he come through and then he go message to the thing. You're witnessing it. 1613. 1690. Wow, look at this. I feel like a bitter. 45, 55, 55, 1690. Oh, Lord, we got to get it more. We're going to get it more and more. We got 1690 over here. Can we get 17 over here? Can we get 17 over here? We got 17 over here. So 17 over here. Drink and drive in the hood, something like that. Yeah. 1728. 1728. Look at that. Let me make sure I'm not blocking the wrong person. There we go. Yep. Get the screenshot. Yes, Monique. There we go. 1791. This shit will never happen again. Yeah, he was the mailman. There you go. That's the one I'm talking about, Nola. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm old. I gotta pee. I gotta actually do the real work to get y'all. We're gonna see how high I can go. How high can you go? How high can you go? Receipts be receipting. Just let you know the algorithm picks the winners and the losers. The game is rigged. Let's see if we get to 2K before we go. 2K today, baby. It was a parody in a Marlon and Sean movie. It's so many people that want to get to their prefrontal cortex. Nah, Lola, that ain't what's happening. I wish if I had one wish. Yes. Okay, I won't get in trouble for singing Ray J song. Somebody needs to sing it. He needs some bread. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. It has been a privilege and a pleasure. This has been a wonderful, awesome learning experience. As always, your Neuro Reps should be there. Yep, there you go. Your Neuro Rep should be there by 8:30 because of what's taking place. I still need to take my shower and everything. For the 12 of you who will be back tomorrow, for the real ones who know, for the 12, 15, 16 of y'all that are not this 1844 shit, right? I don't even know if I think the other number was higher. Yeah, not for the 1800 that's here now, but for the 12, the real ones that'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Tomorrow is Ask Dr. Donna tomorrow. Okay, so y'all told me to give y'all a notification, so I'm giving y'all a notification so you will know that it is Ask Dr. Donna tomorrow. So get your questions ready. Get your questions ready for that process. Okay. Same time, same place, safe space, different brain t-shirt. You all go off and have a brain-tastic day. Take care. Adios.